Yeah, guys, so we're used to seeing biotech stocks being pretty volatile, and that's what you'd expect when you're seeing a down day in the markets like this. Interestingly, the IBB down about 1.3%, basically in line with what the rest of the market is doing today. If you look at some of the leading laggards in terms of the biggest point shavers off the IBB, stocks like Illumina, which isn't technically a biotech stock. They actually make equipment for genome sequencing, but they're in the IBB. Alexion, Celgene, and Bluebird. And if you really look at the moves there, you can see that it's Bluebird Bio, which is really a classic mid-cap biotech stock that's down the most. And that's kind of what you'd expect to characterize this kind of day, this mid-cap biotech seeing a bigger sell-off potentially than the bigger ones. However, you don't see that divergence in the IBB and the XBI. That's another biotech ETF that is equal weighted versus the IBB, which is very larger cap weighted. Those two are performing basically the same. The XBI actually is down a little bit less. That's interesting. One of the reasons why you might be seeing these mid caps selling off, in addition to just the volatility, Les Funtleiter over at E Squared has this philosophy that in a higher interest rate environment, biotech stocks do more poorly. And he points out that with rates rising faster than people are expecting, that can be even worse for biotechs right now.
Yeah, well, we've certainly seen the turn away from growth stocks in general, and this is probably the growthiest part of the market. So that theory that sold off FANG in terms of higher interest rates, that's the same theory that's selling off biotech at this point.
Certain biotechs, but not necessarily the bigger ones. They've got a ton of cash, so it's really interesting.
Is it the more levered ones then?
Yeah, or the ones that just depend more on capital. They don't necessarily all raise debt, but just
and
yeah,
that's why higher interest rates hit them.
Yeah,
I mean, you think of lots of interest rate sensitive sectors like home builders or utilities. You don't often think of biotechs in that.
Right, and not everybody shares
line.
Les Funtleiter's idea there. I saw a piece earlier today that was professing the exact opposite. Interest rates don't matter for biotech. There are more important things, but, you know, interesting perspectives both ways.